guys remember the effect where you would have someone select a card, look at it, and then suddenly the entire deck of cards changes into the spectator selection? It's a classic of Magic, and it's been brought to the 21st century in a very beautiful, visual, eye-popping app called Svengallery. I want to talk about it with you today. So, Svengallery is an app. It's iPhone only. Sorry, Android users. I try to let you guys know about apps that work on Android when they do, because it's awesome when it does. So, for iPhone users, Svengallery is absolutely gorgeous. It's very versatile, and it can allow you to do lots of really beautiful visual magic. And I'm going to tell you about a couple of the modes and a couple of the ways that it's being used right now. So its main way of using it is very much in description of how we did the playing card thing. You pull up your photo gallery, and then you have your spectator bring up their photo gallery, and you can apparently pluck a photograph off of their phone, drop it onto yours, wave your hand, then all of the pictures in your phone become that picture, and just as easily you're able to remove that and they all go back to being your normal pictures. It is beautiful, it is inexplicable, it is wonderful, especially when paired with something called MLKN, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So I actually received this app for review, I don't know, maybe about a month ago, but I have to admit that I had some trouble performing it the way that it was described and that it comes out of the box. So kind of the three big modes here, the three major different types of effects that you can do with this are the one I just described, where you can have all of the photographs change magically to the spectator's photograph from their phone. It's beautiful, it's inexplicable, and it's just one of those very powerful moments of magic where you just taken so far back. So you can also apparently create the illusion that you're doing this on your Instagram page, so that's pretty cool too. And the last mode is the lock screen mode, where the lock screen on your phone can change to whatever you want. So you could have that same thing where you have a spectator's photo and then it changes to be the lock screen on your phone. You can do it where you can do a visual change. So you might say, hey, look, I predicted a playing card. It's on the lock screen of my phone. They pick a card, you show your phone, but it's the wrong card. And all you have to do is just like wave your hand over it, and then the card on the phone instantly changes with the wave of your hand, and now it's the correct card. So there's lots of really cool things to do with it, and it's still being developed. So there's still a lot of things that people are working on and figuring out and adding and improving upon. We're just talking about what it can do right now, which is incredible. And you know, us clever magicians, we come up with some really neat stuff. So we're not even done yet. We're not even done with what it can do yet. In the interest of transparency, this was sent to me for review, but no money's changed hands. So it's super important that you know that. Everything I take on for review, I let the person know, hey, look, I'm going to give this an honest review, and I'm going to show warts and all. So if you are uncomfortable with that, maybe don't send it to me for review. So let me talk to you about some of my early difficulties with the app. There were some challenges that I had, and apparently I'm unique in this. I'm the only one, but since I'm reporting on my opinion and it's my review, I need to share it with you guys. So when you get the photo from the spectator's phone to put on your phone and do all that, there's a secret bit of work you have to do to get that photo on your phone, as you might imagine. The way that it's described being done, or the intended method for it, was very difficult for me to get done smoothly. I practiced it a lot, I tried it a ton, and I could not get it to work smoothly. I could not get it to work reliably, and it gave me a lot of anxiety every time I went to go perform it, that it's not working out the way that I was hoping it would, and it was stumbling over it. So, had a real challenge with that. Now I want to talk to you guys about MLKN. This is kind of an improvement for me that made this a lot easier to perform. So MLKN is a separate purchase from Shahul Breaker, but what it allows you to do is it creates a way for you to much more easily and naturally get the photograph from the spectator's phone onto yours in a secret way that feels very fair, very open. And the way I've done it is I've paired it with WikiTest. So yeah, we're adding some other apps in here to get all this done. You don't have to do it this way, but this is just the way that I found that helped me. So I would use a WikiTest quick link and then pair that with MLKN, and then I was able to ask somebody to go to Wikipedia on their phone and then I was able to do all the secret work after that, and then I was able to perform Wikitest and Svengallery right next to each other. So that worked out extremely well. So I had reasons to handle their phone. I could get permission to, mess around with their phone, go into their apps, which I think is super important. With an app like this, it is super important that you are getting consent to mess around with their phone, right? Including possibly going into their photos. I think, people are pretty good about it these days, and iPhone has gotten really good about allowing people to hide certain photographs on their phone behind a password if needed. But you are going to have free reign of a person's photographs. You should probably have permission to do that. So most people are pretty good about it, but I would always check first. Okay, you wield a lot of power here, and it could be used irresponsibly if you're not careful and you're not paying attention and getting consent. Like I said, the visuals on this are absolutely gorgeous. It is a beautiful app, and I'm so excited to see what else is in store for the future. I was browsing the forums, and it looks like there's going to be some other integrations and changes coming up really soon that are really exciting. So I want you to go take a look at this for yourself. If it's for you, go pick it up. It's very well built app, and it does exactly what it says it does. Just know, my warnings on there, that really to perform it the way that I think is the easiest or the best, you do have to buy a separate thing from Shahul Breaker, but that's like $17. So not so bad, in for a penny, in for a pound, and it just makes the app so much better and easier to perform, and allows you to open up to some other options. I'd put this in the category of visual magic that feels impossible, kind of something like in the realm of like RDigit. Because yes, you're using apps on your phone, but you're using them in such an unusual way that it becomes extremely visual and magical. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to pick this up for yourself. You can find it down there. Thank you so much, Shatan, for allowing me to review this for you guys, and I will see you guys very soon. Cheers.